something that I've been thinking about, something that I've probably processed, worked to identify and troubleshooted to, heal from it. And probably not just a one-time event, probably a lifetime ever, And so what I share with you is just what I know and what I'm learning, right? Still learning. And that brings us to today's word for the Celestial Kingdom frequency. This is about, honestly, this has been a major issue for me, just because I haven't had the support system that I've needed in my life for most of my life. And I know how to give, and because I had no expectation of people returning it or caring for me in the way that I care for them, I got used to a cycle where, I would give things to people and no one would give anything back, including my family. And I just continued to give to the point where I felt like there was going to be nothing left of me. And that is toxic and it's not sustainable. And I know a lot of times I hear of people talk about their grandmothers and the older women in the family and how they just grinded and they never complained. But I'm here to tell you, they shouldn't have had to say a word. When we're really balanced and loving the way that we should be, energy is a give and take, and it should be balanced and it should be reciprocal. And that maternal grandmother should have never even had to ask for help. If we know what we're supposed to do, then we should do it. That person who needs the help shouldn't even have to ask for help, because we are always thinking about what is the greater good for yourself, but the greater good for the community. And that starts happening when you really do start thinking of everyone as a whole collective. Which brings us to today's word. Stay clear of people that depend on others with minimal reciprocation. All praise to the Most High God. Love to the mother. So let's get real. I'll say that. But to the message about staying clear of people who are just taking all your energy and not reciprocating. I mean exactly what I say for anybody else. You hear me? Including family. Stay clear. And if you care for them and you want them to be in your life, then you need to have a real conversation like ASAP, because at my core, y'all, I will give and give and give. I will give because it makes me happy. I will give because it gives me peace. I will give because I love to see people okay. I don't like seeing the people that I love stressed out or anxious or upset. I just want them to be okay. I am guilty of enabling. I am so guilty of it. But I have seen from the other side what enabling can do and how it can hurt not just your kids, but the people that you love. Because you're not allowing them to experience their own karma. You're not allowing them to have their own experiences that is going to help them have better character, to learn from their mistakes. You're enabling them to stay into toxic, lower conscious patterns. You are stopping their own growth. If you are stepping into every situation and trying to help these people, and regarding yourself, it is to your detriment to do this. You will literally fall apart. Or you will do it and then you will be tormented, become angry and bitter. And then you can start mistreating people because you feel like everyone is putting all their weight on you, and then no one is watering you or cares about you, and then you end up just being not nice. I've seen it so much, y'all, especially with older people. Like, where like they're the ones who are just expected to take care of everyone and just to do everyone, and all the weight falls on them, and they're like miserable and they're mean and nasty a lot of times. Or they're quiet and they say nothing to anybody, and they just, they're in the kitchen, or they're out in the yard, and like they don't share anything with anybody, including their grandchildren, or I've seen that. I've seen it. People that are balanced are warm. Do you hear me? People that laugh and who spread joy have joy. People who are miserable treat people with misery. I'm telling you. So if you know any people when you were growing up or now, like, you can see how they've been getting treated their life. This is not always the case. I know there's outliers, but like, if a person spends too much time giving and never receiving, and no one ever taking care of that person, a lot of times those people will end up just cutting everyone out of their lives because they want peace and they don't trust anybody, and they become bitter, and then they stop believing in love and in the very thing that made them so beautiful, that lit them up so much. Hey, Father. That made them reflective of the Most High God. It starts to dim. They lose themselves. They become a different person. Energy transfer and energy balance and harmonizing that give and take is vitally important, even for those who shine the most. Do you understand me? So if this is relatable to you and you happen to be the person, either it's your kids or it's your family, it's your husband or your wife, or anybody in your life that you have around you that you are pouring into, and you do not feel like if anybody cares for you in the same way, I want you to first, if it's a younger person or someone you're caring for, ask yourself, are you enabling them from having their own karma, or to learn their own lessons, or to go through their own experiences? Remember, it's not happening to them, it's happening for them. Are you stopping their growth by always stepping in last minute and helping them? I understand being there for someone who really needs you and needs your support and loving on them. That's okay. But when you are doing everything and they're not being held accountable at all to themselves, that's a problem. Ask yourself, are the people in your life surrounding you, do they care to do what's right because they care about your health, because they care about your mental health, because they care about your well-being, because they care about your peace? Do you have to ask them to do things they know they should do? You shouldn't always have to ask them to do things they know they should do. If they living in your house and you paying for everything and they not doing anything, even when they know they might have extra money to pay something in that house, or to go walk the dog, or go mow the grass, hold them accountable. You don't have to do it in an aggressive way. Have a conversation with them. Tell them how you really feel. Why should I have to ask you? You in here, living your best life with me. I expect to be taken care of in the same way that I love and take care of you. A conversation. And if they get offended by it and leave your life, well, it was time for them to go. And I'm talking about adults here, y'all. I'm not talking about kids. And then ask yourself, if you're in this situation where you're taking care of everyone and you're getting burnt out because no one is taking care of you, or it's making you bitter or mad or angry because no one is taking care of you, ask yourself how much longer you can do that. And why would you keep doing it? Which means you got a decision to make. The number one thing I would recommend to you is to just have a conversation before you go do anything extreme. Go talk to your family. Go talk to your loved ones. Go talk to whoever this might apply to and tell them how you really feel. I found out, y'all, a lot of times when I have been mad at people because they haven't supported me in a way that I wanted them to support me, it was because I didn't say anything. I just stewed because I'm like, they should know because that's how I am. But not everybody is like you. And sometimes you just gotta speak up. All right, y'all. I know this message was a little harsh, but it's real. Because if you are giving like this and you do love like you should, then you deserve to be loved right back. All praise to the Most High God. Love to the Mother.